was going through a pretty rough time during that time, and I decided I needed to make a change because I was going down a path that was emotionally destructive for me. And I knew that if I did not make a change, if I did not do something different, whether from an educational standpoint as well as an emotional standpoint, that I would be setting myself up for failure, and I would definitely be setting my kids up for failure. So I decided to go back to college and finish my degree, get my bachelor's degree, and then move into a better position in terms of career so that I could, you know, have more earning power, and that would definitely, take some of the weight off, the financial weight off that I know a lot of single moms go through, and I just didn't want to have that burden. I mean, raising kids alone is enough. And then to have to add that extra burden of finances, that was just something that I was just not interested in, and I decided, you know what, I got to do something different. And I want to start with my education. Well, my support group, I had some people who really believed in me. I had a close-knit friend, a set of friends, and whatever I wanted to do, they pretty much supported me in. And I've always been the type of person where if I think of something and I see that it's a really good idea and I know it'll work for me, then I'm going to go for it regardless of the amount of people I have around me, because I'm pretty bullheaded and stubborn, and I just have to, do what works for me, what feels best for me. And if that meant me striking out on my own, which I've done several times, then that's what I needed to do or would do, regardless of the amount of support. Though support is very helpful, is very important for a lot of people, but I didn't put a lot of stock in it. I did want to know that I could count on some people, and I did ask for a little bit of help here and there, especially when it came to my kids and going through the whole educational process, because doing that alone and trying to raise the kids by yourself, sometimes you need breaks because of study time, sometimes you need breaks because you just need a mental, or physical reprieve. And so I did have people to ask, including my parents and my best friend, so they were definitely there for me in terms of support. It was hard because I had grown so accustomed to having this group of people in my life. And moving meant that I would be losing that's what I thought was support, even though I was going to a place where my sister was living, but I didn't know anyone there. I didn't have any friends per se there. And so it was pretty scary because it was going into unfamiliar territory. It was mostly people from church that I would hang around, but I saw that in remaining in that same place, in that situation, I was not going to advance as quickly as I wanted to. I would have advanced, but not as quickly as I wanted to. And so I needed to move away from that, because when you hang, like they say, birds of a feather flock together. So if you're around people who are not really motivated to do much, or will discourage you because they know they're not doing much, so, I mean, why would you want to advance? Then it's time to move forward, to reach for your dreams and your goals and make a decision. You know what? It's either me staying in my comfort zone, or it's me moving out to start out on my own and to just really, just blaze my own trail. And that's what I did.